Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's lovely to have you back. Thank you so much for watching. Today I have a new in Dior makeup first impressions video, which I'm very excited to film for you guys. I have two items from the Dior range. One of them is brand new, so I'm super excited to show you guys because I haven't seen any videos yet on this new product, so I'm hopefully going to be one of the first people to bring it to you guys. And number two, I think the second item has been out for a little while, but again, it's something that I haven't seen anybody do a video on, so hopefully these will be things that you haven't seen before, and I'm super excited to show you them. I will be doing a first impression, so I haven't used these things before yet, and number two, I will be doing a full face of makeup using makeup from other brands as well. So it won't be a full face of Dior, but the main two things that I'm using are new, so it's super exciting. I also just want to apologise if you can hear any of the outdoor noise. I've got my window open because it is so hot today. Finally summer's here, I can wear a dress, I'm so excited about it. But yes, it's very, very hot, so I need to let some air in because the filming lights get very hot as well. But you might just be able to hear some outdoor noise, so sorry about that. Okay, so getting started with the video, I'll quickly introduce you to the two items I'm going to be talking about today. The first one is the Dior Skin Nude Air Serum. Now I'm super excited to show you guys this because, like I said, I haven't seen anybody do a review on this yet. And both the items are going to be from Dior, so this is a Dior first impressions video, which I'm really excited to film. This foundation, I was actually looking for the Dior Skin Nude foundation, but they had completely sold out of it, so I went with the Dior Skin Nude Air Serum. Now, if anything, that excited me even more because a serum on my skin would work really well for my skin tone and the way that my skin is, and the whole point of getting the Dior Nude Skin foundation was I wanted something that would be really, really light and effortless. So in a serum form, it's going to be even more so. So I was super excited about that. So this is the packaging it comes in. The shade that I've got is 010, and that's called Ivory, and that's the lightest shade that they do. So first of all, here is the beautiful packaging. I absolutely love the packaging. I think it's really, really beautiful. Hopefully it's going to focus on the bottle. Yeah, so it's absolutely beautiful. It's a glass case with like a silver top. And the applicator for this foundation is like a pipette dropper, and it gives out the exact amount of foundation that you will need. So that's really, really helpful. If you're a bit of a rookie, then this is going to be super helpful for you. But overall, yes, basically this is a serum foundation, so it's made with oil. So if you have oily skin, this might not work for you, but I don't, so this is going to work great for me. It gives a really dewy, glowy, radiant finish, which I'm super excited about because that's everything that I love in my foundation. And also it's a tinted serum over like a full-on foundation, so it gives medium coverage if you apply a little bit more than one pump, but otherwise it gives a really nice sheer medium coverage, which is exactly what I was looking for. I wanted something that would colour correct my skin but still show my freckles through and still look really natural. As you guys know, that is like my main goal when it comes to makeup. So first of all, that's the first product. The second product I want to introduce to you is the Dior Addict Lacquer Plump. I'm so excited about this because one of my favourite lipsticks of all time is the Rimmel London Apocalypse lip lacquers, but they have been discontinued. They no longer do them. Luckily, I still have 3 in my collection, but I'm absolutely devastated that they don't do them anymore. But basically, this is the high-end version of those. Now, I'm so excited about this, and I have to show you the like absolutely amazing packaging. So this is the packaging here. As you can see, it's done to look like there's an actual lipstick in the tube, like a bullet of lipstick. So if I cover this part, it looks like you take the lid off and put it on as a bullet, but actually that is just the tube inside that is holding the liquid lacquer lip gloss. So you actually twist this top part and you have a doe foot applicator. So I thought that was really, really cool. So the main thing to this lip lacquer is that it has hibiscus oil inside that hydrates the lips for up to 24 hours. I've never known a lipstick to be able to hydrate your lips for that long, so I'm super excited to see if that is true at all. And also, once the sort of like actual lip lacquer wears off throughout the day through eating and drinking and talking and whatnot, it leaves a tint on the lips. It actually stains it with an ink, so the colour will be there for another 8 hours after the product has come off like itself. Obviously it will come off with makeup remover, but I think that's fantastic because it means less time reapplying, which means you get more product, the product's going to last longer, and the colour on your lips is like the main part. So when you first apply, you're going to have this fantastic lacquer on your lips that is super shiny, super intense, super glossy. As it wears throughout the day, you're still going to keep the colour throughout the day, which I think is really, really cool. So I'm so excited to try this out. Okay, so those will be the 2 new things in my makeup routine, but the rest is going to be pretty much normal. I do have 2 other new makeup pieces that I want to show you guys. Neither of them are Dior, they're high street brands, so I will show them when I get to them. So starting off with my normal L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Base Primer, and I just put this in the places that I need it most. So that's normally around my mouth, because that's where my foundation rubs off normally. Or at least wears. It doesn't like actually rub off, but it wears most in those areas. Along my nose and on my forehead. I'm also going to take this around my eyebrows today because I had my eyebrows done at the salon today, and after I've had them waxed I normally have to put a bit of primer around them just to make sure the foundation sticks to like the hairless skin now. Next up, I'm going to use my Rosie for Autograph Amazing Radiance Cream. You can get this in Marks and Spencer's. I absolutely love this. And just while I've noticed, I actually swatched that lip lacquer on my hand this morning and wiped it off, and there you can see the tint is left there. So that is the ink that's inside that stains your lips to keep the colour fresh all day long, so it does work. So I'm just going to put this radiance cream on my cheekbones, down my nose, cupid's bow, chin, and a little bit on my forehead. I just like to do this underneath my foundation because this stuff shines through really, really well, and normally I would actually put a drop of this in with my foundation, but I'm not going to do that today because obviously I want to get a true representation of what the foundation looks like on its own. Next up, I'm going to be using my Rimmel London Wake Me Up Concealer. This is in the shade, oh, funnily enough, it's 010 Ivory, which is the exact same shade as the Dior one. So that's interesting. I'm just going to put this underneath my eyes because I get like, not dark circles, but like I get blueness around there. And this is really good at covering that up. Then a little bit down and around my nose for the redness. A little bit on my chin and a little bit on my cheeks, just where I need a little bit of help with colour correcting. And then I'm going to use my Real Techniques mini sponge to blend all of that in. Okay, so now my face is primed for the foundation, and of course I'm going to be using the Dior Skin Nude Air Serum. So the guy said to give it a really, really good shade because it's a serum. The pigments need to mix in with it before you apply. And then what I'm going to do is try and show you without getting it everywhere, that I'm just going to drop one full pump onto the back of my hand. Now you do have to be quite quick because obviously it's very runny because it's a serum, but I'm just going to use a beauty blender to blend that in over my face. Now the man at the counter also, oh my god, it smells amazing. It smells like a little greenhouse or something. It smells very botanical, which I like. The guy at the counter said that you can use this with a brush as well, and that gets a really good result. If you wanted a more medium to high coverage, then a brush would be better. But I'm used to using my beauty blender, and that's just what I prefer because I know that it gives me a more sheer coverage and a more natural look. So that's what I'm using today. So far so good. It's definitely like colour corrected my skin, and it's definitely, I don't know if you can see the difference, but it's still got sheer coverage. Like you can still see my freckles beneath, but it's definitely covered up the redness, and I feel like it's done a really good job of like colour correcting. And that was just with one pump, so that's really, really good. just going to blend this in and then I'll show you what it looks like up close. Okay, so this is the foundation up close. I hope that you can see it quite well. But as you can see, I think it's colour corrected my skin really, really well, and it's a fantastic match. Like, it hasn't changed the colour of my skin whatsoever. Absolutely love that. So first impressions are very, very good. It's easy to blend in. I took a lot less time than I normally do to blend this in than I would with my other foundations, so that's something to note as well. It blended in very easily, and I feel that using it with a beauty blender has given it a super natural finish, and you can see it's quite glowy. I really, really like that. Okay, so that's the first product done. Very, very impressed. So just to recap, that was the Dior Skin Nude Air Serum. Very impressed with that. Now next up, you guys know that I absolutely loved my L'Oreal Cushion de Sol bronzer. Now when I went into Boots the other day, I found out that it has been discontinued, so I'm absolutely devastated about that because I loved that bronzer. However, I found that Maybelline do a Dream Cushion foundation, so it's the same applicator with the cushion inside that you like put onto your skin. So it's the exact same applicator, but this is a foundation version. This is not made to be a bronzer, but what I've done is I've got it in a darker colour than my skin tone so that I can still use it as a bronzer. So this is my next best to the L'Oreal one, unfortunately. I'm so upset because that bronzer was absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed using a cream bronzer over a powder one. It looked much more natural on the skin, but they've discontinued it, so hopefully they'll bring it back, but who knows. So in the meantime, I'm using the Maybelline Dream Cushion foundation, and this has SPF 20 in it, which I thought was really good. And actually, I think this foundation, I think the serum has SPF 25 in, so that's really fantastic for the summer months now. This is going to be great on holiday as well, because I can literally put this on and walk out the door like I look like I've got airbrush skin. It's absolutely amazing. And this also has SPF 20, so great for holidays. So what I'm going to do is just grab a little bit on my Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm just going to very gently, I've got this in the shade 60 Caramel, which is obviously way too dark for my skin as a foundation, but like I said, I'm going to be using it as a bronzer. And I'm just going to put it on all the parts where I would naturally catch the sun. So I'm going to put it, you can see how dark it is on my hand. Obviously I would never use this as a foundation. I'm just going to put it on the high points of my cheeks and the high points of my forehead, and then I'm going to take my beauty blender, which still has foundation on it, and go over that and blend it in. And I find that this worked really well with the L'Oreal bronzer, so I'm hoping that this product will give me the same finish. So far so good, because I was worried that because this one is a foundation, it's going to be like really high coverage and that it's not going to look like a bronzer, it's going to look like I've just put super dark foundation on. But luckily it seems to be blending out very naturally. That's the next step. Now on to blush. I'm going to use the Glow All Out brush by Soap & Glory. You will have seen this in my Get Ready With Me video that I posted the other week. And I'm just using a Duo5 brush to give a light flush of colour. And I love this blush because it has a teeny tiny bit of shimmer in. Then I'm going to use my Topshop Crescent Moon highlighter, which I've had for ages, and you guys know I absolutely love this. And I'm just going to do this on the high points of my cheekbones. I really want to get the Charlotte Tilbury cream highlighter. I can't actually remember what it's called now, but I really want to get that one that's like got the little sponge at the end, because like you know I love natural looking makeup, and I saw somebody use it and it looked so natural. Because obviously this is a powder, and although it does look very natural, I hope you can see the shine there. Now next up is another new product, and this is the Soap & Glory 2-in-1 Brow Filling Pencil and Brush. Now this is going to replace my Benefit Precisely My Brow. Now I know I said in another video that that thing had changed the way I do my eyebrows, and I still stand by that. It totally has changed the way I do my eyebrows. But it's like 20 quid for an eyebrow pencil, and it ran out really quickly. So I decided that I would get the next best thing, and this is the Soap & Glory Archery Brow Pencil, and this was £8, and it was even on sale in Boots for £6, and it is no different. I swear to God, it's the exact same product, just in different packaging, and I really didn't particularly like the Benefit packaging anyway. So I'm just going to brush through my brows. So this is a new product to my collection, but I have already used this one, and it honestly is the exact same as the Benefit one. I got it in the colour Brownie Points because they don't do one for red hair, and I get my eyebrows tinted brown anyway, so it doesn't really bother me getting a brown one. I don't really need to fill them in today because I've just had my eyebrows tinted, like I said, but just for the sake of this video I will show you how I normally do it. But I normally just use very, very fine strokes, mainly on the arch and the outer part of my eyebrow. Just to finish the brows off, I'm going to use my L'Oreal Brow Plumping brow gel. Even when my eyebrows have been freshly tinted, I do just go through with this just to keep the hairs in place. Not really for the colour, but I just put a very, very light layer in just to make sure the hairs stay in place throughout the day. Okay, so we're nearly at the end. The next thing I'm going to do is use my L'Oreal The Nudes palette. I've really been loving this lately, and it's such a cheap palette to get your hands on. I've just been preferring using it because, one, it's really easy to travel with because it's so small, and two, it's got a really good selection of colours in. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't have a mirror. And it's so good for travel, but it doesn't have a mirror. So I have to use a separate mirror, which is so annoying because if you're traveling, you want something that's going to have a mirror in it so that you can do it on the go. So that's the only downside to this palette that I found. Otherwise, it's really, really good for the price. So I'm just going to use the lightest beige that's in there as a wash over the lid. And then I'm just going to use a shimmery beige. I'm going to do a really, really like easy eyeshadow today, just because I don't feel like doing anything too crazy. So I just add something with a little bit of shimmer just so that it catches the light a little bit. Okay, and lastly for the eyes, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes Feline. I really, really like this mascara. I've been using it for quite a while. And once that's done, that is my eyes finished. So now on to the fun part. We're going to get to use the Dior Lips product. So first of all, I'm just going to line my lips with the Natural Collection lip liner in the colour Almond. And it's just a really, really like nice warm beige. So there's that lip liner on. And now for the part that I've been most excited about, using the Dior Addict Lacquer Plump in the colour Lovely D. Now I'm super excited about this because it's really nice colour for me. It's like a sort of light mauve, like a pinky beigey mauve, so it should be really good, and I'm going to give you my first impressions on what I think of this. So it's got a lovely doe foot applicator. It's super, super fluffy. It's a medium size. I've seen ones bigger and smaller than this, and it has like a good amount of product on it when you pull it out. Okay, so first impressions, it is extremely easy to apply. I normally have a bit of problem with doe foot applicators and applying them on such small lips, but actually that was really, really easy. And here is the colour. Now when I go like this, there's no tackiness when I'm talking, there's no tackiness, there's no stringiness, it's not getting caught in the corners of my mouth, so that's something that's really good. And as you can see, it's extremely shiny. It's a really gorgeous colour, and it feels completely weightless on my lips. Like, I don't even feel like I've got a lipstick on at all. If anything, I feel like I've just got a balm on. It feels like I've just put like a lip balm on. But I'm really impressed with that. And it does have, I don't want to get the name wrong, I think it's hyaluronic acid. I will write it in the description below because I don't want to say like it's got bleach in it or something. But it's got a type of acid in it that moisturises your lips for up to 24 hours, which I think is really amazing. And like I said, as the actual lacquer wears off your lips over the day, the colour is left in an ink form on your lips, so it basically stains your lips until you take it off with makeup remover. So I think that's really cool as well, because the colour is always going to be there. You don't have to worry about reapplying unless you want the shine back. The colour is going to be there all day, which I think is really fantastic. Obviously I will have to test that, but so far I did put, oh, it's covered up now, but I did actually put some on the back of my hand this morning, and the tint is still on my hand now, so it does last a long time. And I'd say that was about 5 hours ago now, and it's still on my hand, and I've washed my hands quite a few times since then. So I'm guessing the tint will work on my lips as well. But I absolutely love the look of that. So that is my full makeup look. Just sort my hair out again so you guys can get a full idea. So overall, I absolutely love the two new Dior products that I tried out. I absolutely love the Dior Skin Nude Air Serum. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I think it looks super natural. It's still showing my skin through, even with products on top, but it's completely airbrushed my skin. Like, my skin is completely colour corrected. It still matches the rest of my body, so I'm super impressed with that. It was so easy to apply with a beauty blender, and I'm sure it will be the same with the brush as well. And onto the lip lacquer, I'm really impressed with this too. The colour is high pigment. It was super easy to apply. I think it's going to last for a really long time. It's not tacky whatsoever, and I loved the doe foot applicator, and the packaging is to die for. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to give it a like if you enjoyed watching it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I post a video every Monday at 6 PM, and don't forget to check out my blog rayofstyle.co.uk. I post a new blog post every Friday at 6 PM as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.